The prediction of the molecular geometry of beryllium chloride gaseous phase using the VSEPR theory, valence shell electron pair repulsion theory, and we draw the Lewis structure. Beryllium is found in the second group and second period of the periodic table. Beryllium will therefore have 2 valence electrons that can be shared in covalent bond formation. The chlorine atom is found in the 7th group and 3rd period of the periodic table. Chlorine then will have 7 valence electrons for bond formation. Beryllium, 2 electrons. Chlorine atoms, 7 electrons. The terminal chlorine atoms will form single bonds, and both of them will have 8 electrons, the electron octet. Beryllium, though, cannot have 8 electrons. Here we've got a typical example of the exception to the octet rule. Prediction of molecular geometry, we've got a central atom, beryllium, represented by A, 2 terminal atoms. No distortions in this molecule because we haven't got any lone pairs on the central atom. The molecular geometry will be the same as the electron pair geometry AB2, where we have got AB2 predict a linear molecular geometry. The bond angle, when we look at the atomic nucleus, which will now be chlorine going to nucleus beryllium going to atomic nucleus chlorine, the bond angle here will be 180 degrees. When we draw the molecular geometry of beryllium chloride, we use Cooper or Cowper structures. We have got beryllium, single bond to the chlorine atom. We introduce the lone pairs on the chlorine atom, but being a terminal atom, these lone pairs will not influence the molecular geometry. So that we have got a linear molecule, bond angle 180 degrees. The electron octet around beryllium can form when the beryllium chloride molecules form a polymer structure. When not in the gaseous phase, we find that the polymeric structure of beryllium chloride is formed by the dative covalent or coordinate covalent bond formation, where the chlorine atoms, the lone pairs on the chlorine atoms, will be donated to the open orbitals around beryllium. Here now we've got 2 dative covalent bonds, 2 single bonds, and also an electron octet around the central beryllium atom.